On December 18th, 1997, I was born a healthy 12-pound baby. I was told by that next week, which was Christmas, that I was eating dinner with my family. I completely skipped the bottle. Now, as a baby, I was funny looking, with my big ears and all that, but I'd have to say I was kind of adorable. I had a smile on my face all the time, just like I do these days. Now, when it came time for me to go to school, I began kindergarten at Pine Ridge Elementary. Around the time of this, my sisters were born, all three of them, and by three, I do mean triplets. Now, everyone knew who they were due to the fact that they were triplets, and yes, they were identical. They were born premature, but gladly they all made it through and are doing good now. After they were born, I had to transfer to Reach Road Elementary. I attended Reach Road from 1st through 5th grade. The teachers at that school were beyond amazing, and they treated me like I was one of their own. In 1st grade, I made straight A's all year long. I got a few awards from that. For the rest of the years there, I was an honor roll student. During 4th grade, sadly, my grandmother passed away. My grandmother and I were closer than anyone else. For a few days after they told me she passed, I didn't believe it until one day it hit me out of nowhere. I stopped talking as much, I didn't want to go to school, and it came to the point where my mom wanted to do anything she could to help me. So to help me, Mom bought me a dog, a little ankle biter named Cooper. And me and Cooper did everything together, and we still do. But he's getting older now, and he still runs around like he's young. Well, after I got the dog, I finished up elementary school and moved on to middle school. I went to Richards Middle School. And middle school had its ups and downs. I was an IB for 6th grade, but decided to get out of it a year later. I began playing football in 6th grade and played all the way through sophomore year in high school. It was one sport that I know my dad would love to come watch me, and my mom would be proud for me to play. After middle school, I went on to high school, of course, and I chose to come to Hardaway High School. Freshman year, I came in, went to football tryouts, made the team, and then joined Skills USA. I went to many conferences for skills, won many awards for skills, and had a great time playing football. When it came to my sophomore year, I decided to do the same thing. Play football and join skills. My second year playing football, I met a lot of new friends and also watched a lot of other good friends graduate. Once junior year came, I decided to take a break from it all. I figured I could take a year off football and just not join skills that year. Well, in a random decision, I decided to do skills one more time. This time, I decided I was going to do electrical wiring. After talking to Coach Grantham, he said it sounded like a great idea, so I went for it. If I were more responsible, I would have chose to do this a few months before I did. Now, I practiced for a few days, went to the competition, and out of nowhere I won first place, which put me in a position to go to state. I took the opportunity and went, and sadly I didn't win state. But I learned a lot of new things, talked to a lot of new people, and I'm happy I did what I did. Shortly after that, my parents bought me my first vehicle, which was an '03 Trailblazer that gained the name of Old Bertha. Now, Old Bertha's been through a lot, had a lot of good memories with her, and Lord knows there'll be so many more. After junior year came senior, and a lot of memories were made that year. Instead of playing football, I decided to try golf, and my dad was pretty happy about that one, because it was finally a sport that he could play me in. And during my golf season, I won my fair share of matches and also lost my fair share. But I learned a lot from it. And trust me, this sport ain't easy. Towards the end of golf season, my senior prom came. The senior prom was a lot different than the rest of the ones I had been to. It was probably going to be my last one, and I wanted to make it something that I would never forget. So, of course, I met up with all my friends before. We showed up to prom, had a great time. We all went out afterwards. And it'll be one night that is truly going to be a cherished memory. And after high school, I want to go to college in Savannah. During college, I want to study nursing. I want to become an RN, and I want to work with the kids. After I graduate college, I want to get married. And after we get settled in and everything, I want to buy a house with my wife. And shortly after, I plan on having kids. Nothing too fancy, just 2 kids, me and my wife. Thank you.